Hey, this is Kevin with Custom Micro, and today we're going to take a look at another FS.com switch. Let's do it. This switch is model S3410-48TS-P. It's a 48-port PoE Plus switch, and let's take a look at what we have for interfaces. Unlike the switch we recently reviewed, the interfaces are in your normal order you would expect, with port 1 on top, port 2 on the bottom, and that carries through for the remainder of the RJ45 1 gig ports. One thing that's very important to note, the last two ports, port 48 and 49, are combo ports, sometimes also known as dual personality ports. So these two RJ45 ports and these two SFP ports are shared. So if you plug a transceiver into one of these 1 gig transceiver ports, let's say into port 49, you'll lose the functionality of port 49 on the RJ45 port. So just keep that in mind. The Ethernet port will no longer function. The last two ports are actually SFP Plus. These are 10 gig transceiver ports. It has your standard console port on the end and a USB port. I've already got the rack ears mounted to this switch. And let's take a look at the back. We have dual power supplies. The switch can run on a single power supply, but with both of them installed, you get a 740 watt power budget. They are hot swappable. Just slide one out, slide the new one back in, and the switch can run on just a single power supply during that swap out. There's also a grounding lug on the back of the switch, but let's talk about something interesting. There are two expansion module bays on the back of the switch. I've not found anything in the documentation or on the website that explains what these can be used for. I suspect that maybe you could add additional transceiver modules, maybe some 10 gig transceiver modules. I've already removed the screws from this one, and I have looked inside. It does look like there is the ability to plug a module in, so it's not just a blank on the chassis. So that's something, if any of you out there know what modules can be installed, maybe they're available on FS website, comment on the video and let us know. This is a layer 2 plus switch with the Broadcom BCM 56150 chip. Supports up to 4 units stacked. It has DHCP support and static routing. Keep in mind that you have up to 500 IPv4 routes, and that actually is not bad. Just to compare, a Ubiquiti Edge Switch has a maximum of 15 static routes. I found that out the hard way. I would not recommend using a Ubiquiti Edge Switch at the edge of one of your facilities if you have more than 15 routes that you need to add to that switch. So this is a perfect replacement for something like that. It has a 5-year warranty compared to only a 1-year warranty from Ubiquiti, and it also has a lot of nice features. Another thing you're going to want to hear is that these switches are typically in stock. Your mileage may vary based on when you watch this video, but with all the supply chain issues, the fact that there's typically no more than 2 weeks to a month lead time on most of these model switches is a huge benefit. I would also encourage you, if you've never purchased from FS.com, you can go create an account now. You'll be assigned an account manager, and you'll be able to ask questions if there's a particular model and you see that maybe it says it's available in December. They might be able to give you more accurate information about when those switches will be available. Also, they have a huge variety of models, almost any need that you have. Top rack data center switches, temperature hardened switches. Check out our video on that. And that's not just a plug for FS. These switches that we're reviewing are going to go into a production environment, and we'll probably have a video at a later time talking about that deployment. You're probably wondering the price. For all these features, the price comes in at $1,379. Not a bad deal at all. Well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll have a lot more videos coming out, not only about FS, but about other things in technology. Bye.